welcome to Pitch BrandTalk. I'm very happy to have with me today Mayuri Saikia. She's the Director of Marketing, Consumer and Small Business at Dell Technologies India. Mayuri, hi, how are you?
So nice to meet you and thank you for this opportunity.
Mayuri, I just want to start off with consumer insights, right? How has the consumer insights changed the way that Dell is approaching its marketing campaign, particularly in an era where the consumer is always ahead of brands and brands are always playing catch up?
That is what I really love about marketing when it is ever changing because when you talk about consumer, I think, and we do any marketing campaigns or we look at even on a day to day basis, right? We brainstorm. I think the critical one is consumer insight. It's not what we want from our side, it's what they want in terms of technology, it's how it's going to help them and how we are going to help them. So constantly we are looking into consumer insight, whether we talk from a student perspective, the school and college going kids who needs technology, who needs the best laptops for their performance, or we talk about the digital affluent families, or we talk about the small business. So when we look into the consumer insight and design all our communications and also the way of reaching them, because that becomes the core, that becomes the base for any of our work to start. Whether it's an online campaign, whether it's on air, whether it's on ground activations. But the idea is that how do we reach them in the right way? How do we make them touch and feel our products? And where do we reach them? So it is all based on consumer insight. So every day when we are talking about, okay, what is to go next? Where do we go next? Our first thing is that, okay, what is consumer insight? And it's
Can you
ever
just
changing.
share, sorry, can you just share an example of any consumer insight that you garnered and how you leveraged it in your marketing campaigns?
Yeah, so I think over the last few years, we have been going very aggressive during our back to school and back to college timing. And let me give an example of
Sure.
that. We looked into what the students are doing today, right? They need the laptop, they need technology, but they don't need technology only for their studies. They need technology for their, all the passion they have, their hobbies they have. And they are, I think, a great lot of youngsters we have in the country who is also looking into, okay, how can they make the country better? Whether
Okay.
it's a plantation drive, whether it's a cleaning drive. And, we see all of them around, all the children around that, okay, they are doing greater good for the society. So our campaigns in the last year, if you look at it, okay, we had a great campaign. Okay, how did they use technology to make a solar light? And that solar light to be given to students who doesn't have, who has got electricity or maybe for only at intervals or who doesn't have electricity. But even if they have electricity, solar lights are great use. So how to design it and how to actually make good use of it is what our students are actually doing. Or even if you go to the mountains, we had one campaign where, we showed that how the students, they all love to bike, they all love to go trekking, they go to the mountains, but they want to clean India. And I think they are responsible enough and they not only leave it to, the others to actually do that work, but how the children are actually gathering, they are making, they're using technology to get the other children, other people to come and help in such noble causes. And that's what we show in the campaign on back to school and back to college last year. It was a great moment. It was an eye opener for us as well because we all want to do good to the society. Sometimes we keep thinking, but when we met some of the students who have been doing some great work, when you meet them and as we mentioned, as we were talking about consumer insight, when we were meeting some of the children, these young children who are doing some great stuff in the country and for the greater good of the country, then we feel that yes, we need to actually go and do it and not just talk about it.
Sure. You spoke about you have to reach the consumer, where to reach the consumer, and when to reach the consumer. So, can you just take me through your customer journey and how do you elevate the consumer experience seamlessly across their journey?
Yes, so see, when we look at the consumer journey, right, and or we look into the different audience, uh, s- example, the students, right? Their buying time obviously uh, becomes more important when they're going back to school or when they're going back to college, right? That's when they need a new laptop or they need to refresh a laptop. So for us, it becomes important that wherever they are searching, and they can search in Google, they can go to Amazon, they can go to YouTube, they can go to our stores. We have got our Dell exclusive stores. They can go to our large format partners, right? They can go to various places and they do. It's not only online search, they also do offline search. We need to make sure that we have the products, the information, the offers for them, everything there wherever they are looking for. It cannot be that, okay, we will go to this platform, we will go to that platform. We need to be there in the platforms, online and offline, so that they can see the products, ask questions, they can talk to our in-store promoters, to our, promoters who can assist them. And after that, whether they want to go to Dell.com and buy, or they want to go to our Dell exclusive stores, or to Amazon, or to our large format retail and regional format retail, or to our MBO stores, we need to make it the best experience. Right from exploring, making sure that all the information is available, they can get details of our products. If they go to YouTube, they want details of the products. So we make sure that all the product information is there. After that, they can go to our Dell.com, they can check all our products there. They can go to the retail stores and then they are free to buy wherever they want to, making sure that it's a seamless experience from there for them, right from exploring to the buying.
Now, I just also want to ask you, AI has become a really big thing, but it's been there for a very long time. But in the past 2 to 3 years, everybody seems to be talking about AI. How do you leverage AI when it comes to your marketing campaigns in terms of getting the data, and then how do you leverage it?
See, when we talk about AI has been there for long, right? If we talk about all the platforms where how do we reach the consumer? It's all about data marketing, right? And in data marketing, of course, AI has been in use. So we use data marketing in a very making sure that it's a very impactful marketing. The idea is to that we reach the consumer who's looking for a product, so that we don't, today it's not, it's, you cannot be reaching everybody because it doesn't make sense. You need to reach the consumer who is going to buy now, who is going to buy maybe 6 months later, or who is going to buy maybe another 8 to 10 months. But we use, whether we go to any platform, whether it's YouTube, it's Meta, it's Amazon, we need to make sure that that our products are being shown. But again, the whole algorithm works that way, right? We can, how the algorithm can improve, uh, what all information needs to go in there so that the consumers can get the right information. So from an information perspective, data marketing perspective, AI has been in use. In the creative platform also, if you look at it, you get various ideas, and a lot of ideas can really come in through AI now because it's evolving. But again, to look into, okay, how you're, it's not just how you're reaching and what is the content, but it's also that how you're looking into the result, right? What is the result after doing up, and in today what happens, you're looking into the result at a daily basis. So when you look into a daily basis, you can actually look into the result, and all AI really helps there. How do you actually optimize it? How can you make it better? So that you are constantly optimizing, it's very dynamic, right? It's not a static world anymore. Whether you talk from a content perspective, you talk from a reach perspective, the result keeps telling you on a daily basis, okay, what do you need to change? What do you need to do? Whether from content or from reach, because ultimately you look at the result. So I think AI plays a tremendous role in a very positive way into our lives.
I also want to get to know, ask you how has your media mix evolved in the last 2 3 years? Because while traditional media does play its role and digital came up in a big way, but in the last 2 3 years we've seen something like influencer marketing really take off in a big way, with brands spending a considerable amount of their investments in influencer marketing. That's just an example. And we've also seen multiple channels which have also emerged. So how has that evolved when it comes to when it comes to reaching out your consumer?
Uh, yes, as you rightly said, right? It's ever evolving, and the best part is that every platform, when we look into it, like every 3 months, something new comes up.
Very true.
So, from a media mix perspective, see, dollars are always limited. No matter how much, it's always limited. So, we have to make really good use of where the dollars are going. So, again, it is very subjective, and it depends on the objective of the campaign. And what is your campaign objective? What do you really want to achieve? Where do you want to go? Whom are you reaching? Keeping that in mind, actually, the media mix can really change, right? It's not necessary that will be in online media or traditional media, but it depends on where the consumers are. Where do you want, which kind of consumers are where? What is your objective and what is the messaging you want to drive? So accordingly, our media mix can change basis campaign to campaign and even on a regular basis. Okay, so hence, I think every media plays a very important part, because you have to go where the consumers or the audience is, right? You cannot really force the audience to come to a particular place.
Correct.
So our content, we make sure that, okay, how do we get customized content? Because again, your content is as per the media. You cannot expect the same content to be running across different platforms, because for example, I will go to a particular platform keeping something in mind, right? I will like to see an ad, or I will like to get some more information. So, which particular platform, what am I looking for? It is very important for the marketer to look into that. So, we look into that, and basis, as I mentioned, basis the campaign objective, we decide, okay, what will be the mix of the media. Again, we have got internal tools. We have got a very strong team, and we have a media mix modeling. So we go in a very scientific way as to where do we invest and why.
Okay. I just want to come to a couple of platforms which have really taken off in the last couple of years, or say last 5 years. One is, you mentioned Amazon. So how has your e-commerce marketing on the Amazon platform evolved? And the second is influencer marketing, which has also taken off in a really, really big way. So, how is these, new platforms or new channels? How have you used them?
Yes. So as we have got a great relationship with Amazon, and we work very, very closely. It is great to see that how customers have started going to different platforms, and it's great for the customers, right? You can go, it's not only one platform you're exploring various platforms to decide which is the right product for you. So Amazon is one such platform. So apart from Google and YouTube, they will go also to Amazon, and also apart from really going to the stores and exploring it. So when we work, it's what we how we have to work together. It's not only just with Amazon, right? With every platform, is that what is the insight? Which customers are coming? Which will be the right product for them? Okay, how do we work together to make sure that, okay, we have the right product, we have the right visibility and the right offers, so that if somebody is looking for a product which is for them, they if it makes them easy, so they can buy it from them, and we just have to make their journey easy. So that's what we work together. It's not only for marketing, but it's a complete end-to-end solution for the customer. that which products will be there, making sure that marketing helps in showing them the right information, and then making sure that okay, they can get the right product and delivery, in a very and a great experience.
Now,
And then
another
your second question on influencer marketing, again, as I mentioned, is we go by a very strong MMM model, the media mix modeling, what we have. And influencers also, all the students, so influencers we see is that how do they actually give the information of the product in a great way, right? So because ultimately you are going to YouTube or Meta also to check, okay, what is the product, what is it all about, how do I know more about it? So if you talk about unboxing, the way it's done by the tech influencers is showing the product in a way which the customers will understand, okay, this is the benefit and this is the feature and this is what exactly I needed. I think it makes, so for all of us, right, for you and me, even if we buy the smallest of item, we sometimes go to YouTube and check it, okay, how to use this. Even sometimes,
Mhm.
after service, we go and check it, okay, how to really clean this part, how to use this technology, what are the features which are there. I think that makes it very, very easy. And I think influencers do a great job in showing the products in the right way.
I want to also come to another segment which has really taken off in a big way, which is gaming. And this is something which Dell is closely involved with. So, how are you engaging with gamers? And are you also do you also look at marketing across gaming platforms?
Yes, gaming is very, very interesting, and I love that. We see, our children and all of them, either they are hardcore gamers or they are, all amateur gamers, but they play. And we have got a large chunk of the country playing games. We focus a lot on gaming because we have got a fantastic product. We have got our Alienware series, we have got our G series, and you have got a best gaming laptop for everyone who wants to play. And I love our brands, the Alienware brand and the G series brand we have. We have looked deep into the insights of the gamers, okay, what they are really looking for. And we have created great gaming stores we have one in Delhi, we have one in Kolkata. We have got gaming zones across the country in our Dell exclusive stores because we want the gamers to come and play. So we have activations, we do weekly activations, we have got online activations where weekly activations in the stores that where they can come and play the game, they can experience the product, they can experience the game in our great products what we have. So so it's not only just coming and playing, it's developing a community. It's a, that gamers coming together, and they love to come and play together, they love to come and meet the biggest gaming influencers because they can learn a lot from them. It's a community building, I would say, and we are very, very strong in the gaming segment.
Finally, we're at the year end. So, what are your key focus areas for 2025 in terms of your marketing strategies and any trends that you see will evolve this year?
From we're still working on an exit strategy, but again, because the audience, as I mentioned, for us students remain a big focus. Education remains a big focus. The digital affluent families and the gamers. So keeping them in mind and keeping the new products which are going to be launched the next year, the AI products in mind, we will have all a communication which will help consumers to decide which product to buy, why AI laptop to be bought, what are the benefits of that, and making sure that from a marketing side we provide the right information, the right consumer offers to them, so that they can decide that which is the best product for them to buy, and making sure that the end to end the consumer journey, the buying journey is seamless for them, and they should have a great experience from wherever they buy. So, in a nutshell, I would say is that we'll keep the same audience in mind: our small business, our consumer, our gamers, our digital affluent families, keeping all them in mind. We will have our communication which will help them understand that which are the best product portfolio what we have, and which particular product will be best suited, and making the journey seamless from a buying experience, whether they buy from Dell.com or from our Dell exclusive stores or Amazon, or our large format and regional format retailers or the MBO. So we are working towards that, and making sure that wherever they go, they get the right information in a very, very customized way, so that they can, it helps them take a decision.
Thank you so much, Mayuri, for your time. It's always a pleasure speaking to you. And here's wishing you a really happy new year.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too.